Hey boys and girls, you're probably finding that this video looks a little bit different to the last ones that we did, and that's because we're using different equipment. So with the last ones we were using my trusty iPhone 7 Plus. Now if you've ever tried recording a video kind of like this on a phone, it has its drawbacks in the fact that if you're using the super duper rear facing camera, then it's going to look amazing, especially on the new phones now, iPhone 7, Google Pixel XL and so forth. But you can't actually see what you're filming, which is quite restrictive, short of having a cameraman there sort of, finding where you are in the shot, that kind of thing. So it makes it a little bit tricky. I'm actually faced kind of with a similar situation now because I'm recording this off my Canon 550D DSLR. But I needed to do that because it fits on top of the tripod. Whereas a phone, as you can see, there's no kind of mounting point. You'd have to get one of them adapters that screws on to a tripod head and then kind of goes on there. So that kind of restricts things, but I needed to use the 550D because I'm actually recording a video to show you our new recording equipment. So over the last sort of days, weeks, months, actually going all the way back to about March when I was at NVIDIA GTC and I was deliberating then whether to get new equipment, finally decided to go for it. And then a couple of minutes ago this great big box arrived, which is the new, I say new, it's been a few months now, which is the Sony A6300 mirrorless camera, and I ended up buying 3 different types of glass with it, including a 10-18 wide angle lens so that we can get that kind of silky smooth, creamy, milky bokeh effect. If you don't know what bokeh is, go and Google it. It basically means depth of field, but it just sounds so cool when you say it, like bokeh, bokeh, bokeh. So yeah, bokeh. So yeah, ended up plumping out quite a bit of cash and buying this new equipment, but obviously to sort of show you a kind of unboxing. I said I wasn't actually going to do unboxings, but I kind of feel like I have to. I don't really have the knowledge to really delve into a review of the A6300, at least not yet, but yeah, I just don't know enough about photography, to be honest, and videography. But I think you guys would probably like to see why we've decided to go with this and what all the new videos are going to look like. The shame is it records in 4K. I believe it downsamples from 6K, doesn't have pixel binning. I'm sure that means something to you guys out there. To me, I kind of understand it, but yeah. So with that, obviously all of our new videos are going to be kind of 4K resolution onwards, which is a huge jump up. I'm going to also tweak our audio as well so that we get the clearest kind of crystal quality audio out there as well, and just really upping our game with things. We're also looking into new tripods from the likes of Manfrotto, looking at sort of dolly rail slider systems so we can do these really nice kind of pan shots, tilt shots and so forth. So that's all kind of going to be happening, all going to be coming, but what I wanted to do was obviously sit in front of camera and talk to you about the A6300 and then kind of move the tripod around and focus on the unboxing of it. So I guess really we should just get into that and have a look at what the A6300 has to offer and take it from there. And as I say, half of this video is going to be shot with this, the 550D, and then when I've actually unboxed this I'm going to do some sort of test shots of how the A6300 looks. Sadly it does record in 4K, but I don't think there's any way to have a video that's kind of half 1080p, which I think this is, and then half 4K. So it's all going to be in 1080p, but you're still going to see a huge difference in the video quality, especially with that 10-18 lens, wide angle, which kind of seems to be the whole YouTube way of doing things at the moment. So you are going to see a difference there, but it's not going to be in 4K, but all the next videos will be. So let's get straight to it and unbox the Sony A6300 mirrorless camera. So I managed to successfully move the box and make some space so we could actually do some kind of an unboxing. So ended up getting this from London Camera Exchange, and they had a really good offer on at the time. Came with 2 lenses, which is the 16-50 kit lens as well as the 55-210 lens, and then I bought a SEL 10-18 wide angle lens as well. So let's really just get straight into it, I guess. It's the first time I've opened it, so this is the first time I'm seeing it as well as you seeing it. So, got some brown packaging material, nothing too exciting there. And yep, thank you for your purchase. So that's all for me, warranty information, invoice and so forth. And we have the SEL 10-18 lens, So as I say, that's a wide angle lens to give us some really sort of clear shots as well. So we will open that up in a minute. We've also got the kit lens, which comes in the world's smallest box. So that's the 16 to 50 kit lens. And then the biggest lens of them all is the 55 to 210. I'm not quite sure how well this is focusing, but yeah, hopefully you can see it says 55 to 210, f4.5 to 6.3. The kit lens is f-stop 3.5 to 5.6, and then the 1018 is a f4. And then also in the box we have the A6300 itself. Mirrorless camera. Because of that, it is very, very small. If you're familiar with DSLRs and how big they are, this is just a fraction of the size. So let's move the let's do the camera after, actually. Let's do the lenses first. We'll sort of start in the order of which one is the most exciting and so forth, or least exciting, moving on to the most exciting. So to start with, we've got the 16 to 50. So let's just open that up. These are all official Sony products, no grey imports or anything like that. Hence why they have these horrible labels on there. So let's just try and get that off. So, opening that up. European guarantee document. Interchangeable lens, that's all in a different language. I'm guessing they have to cater for kind of every language, so yeah, I've got it in so many different languages here. Russian, German and so forth. And then inside we've got some bubble wrap, and within that is our tiny, tiny little kit lens. So yeah. There we go. Nothing sort of spectacular, kind of what you'd expect from a kit lens, but there you go. And moving on to the next one that is kind of the next most interesting, I guess, is going to be the 55 to 210. Now, if my camera sort of information is any good, I think they call this a telephoto lens, purely because of the huge zoom that it has on it. So in here we get all of the paperwork and information in every different language again. And then, yeah, this is quite a bit different in size, shall we say. So, okay, so with this one, let's just pop that there. With this one you actually get this kind of covering as well. Sony branded, of course. And then the lens itself. Turn it off so you can see. These are all E-mount as well. And then on there, great big lens on this one compared to the kit lens. So much different, and really, really fluid as well. So yeah, that's that lens. So we'll pop that over to one side as well. And then the most exciting lens for me, because of the effect that I'm going to sort of try and get, and hopefully kind of my camera skills and everything improve over time as well, especially with I need a new tripod, because as you can see from this one, where kind of the camera is positioned based on where I'm filming, it's not that high, because of that it's kind of restrictive in trying to sort of see what it can do, and yeah, the fact that there's no kind of viewfinder that comes out of the side of the camera on this one. But yeah, loads more information on this lens in various different languages, and then inside the bubble wrap again you get this kind of end cap lens cover, and then the lens itself. So again, giving you a look, same sort of fitment, E-mount, has a slight zoom to it, obviously 10 to 18, then opening this up, huge great big lens on there as well. So yeah, I'm not pretending that I know lots about cameras, because I don't, so I might have said a lot of wrong things along the way in terms of unboxing this, but you know, I'm only human and I'm only learning as I go along. But yeah, moving on to the next sort of, well, the big thing is the Sony A6300 itself. So let's try and get that open. So really excited about sort of the weight and the size of this because it is a mirrorless camera. If you have a look at a normal DSLR, it's got a mirror on there that takes up quite a lot of room. Once again, you get a lot of information here, lenses and accessories. I think I'm pretty much covered for that. Register your new products and so forth. And then probably the biggest manual I've ever seen in my life for a camera. Once again, various different languages: French, British, French, German, British, English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, and so forth. Then inside, we'll start with the accessories first. So they give you a UK plug, as well as a European plug. Do they give you an American plug, or? Okay, that's strange. They don't actually give you an American plug. I thought they would have. They give you a European one, but not an American one. But it's essentially a, let me show you, it's a figure of 8 cable. So I'm sure, you know, you can find one. I travel quite a lot to America, so it's quite important. You get the Sony strap as well to put around the camera. Also get the battery, which looks absolutely diddy in comparison to the ones that I've used on like my DSLR. But yeah, it will do the trick. And we've got the cover for the viewfinder on the rear. And also a USB to micro USB. I always get confused if it's micro USB or mini USB. I think it's micro USB. And then you also get, if I can get it out, the adapter where the figure of 8 cable goes into there, and then the USB into there. Now I'm told that you can actually use the camera while it's charging, which is amazing, because I was actually looking at buying another battery, but then I thought, well, if I can do that, then you know, I'll just leave it constantly plugged in and just use a longer figure of 8 cable. So yeah, and then in this little bit of packaging is the camera itself. So there we go. Looks amazing, looks tiny, but I'm sure I'm going to get used to it. Like I say, I'm not sure how well this is actually focusing as I record this. See if I can actually sort of change the focus. See if zooming in helps. Nope, zooming in does not help. Okay, let's try flicking that, and hopefully that might focus a little bit. Nope. Okay, so this camera is terrible. So now you can see why, obviously I've upgraded to this Sony A6300. So turn that and you can see the E-mount completely mirrorless. Yeah, loads of features on it. You've got the panel at the back, which does push out ever so slightly. Whoa, quite a lot actually. Okay, I don't understand why it would ever need to go that far, but I would have actually preferred it to flip out and rotate so I could see what I'm doing. But you can connect this to your mobile phone, so there's no sort of real problem there, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to obviously delve in too far into this because I don't know enough about it as of yet, but lots of features, 4K video. And yes, it is a camera, and a lot of people are probably going to be asking why didn't I get a camcorder if I'm recording videos, but trust me, you're going to see why. So yeah, I guess now I'm going to have to kind of stop the video, get used to what this can actually do, and then show you some real footage of what the A6300 can do. Holy shit bomb. Wow, look at the quality, or maybe don't, because I'm guessing I probably look so detailed right now in 4K. Just based off what I can see. So I can actually see you on the viewfinder on my phone. Yeah, and from what I can see, I look extremely detailed. Now, for the ladies, that might be a good thing. But generally speaking, I'm guessing that's pretty bad that you can see every single blemish, detail, and everything. But I'm hoping in a roundabout way, it's actually a good thing as well. I can see that we're getting some really good sort of effect. As you can see in the background, it's all blurry. If I was to move a little bit, everything kind of gets a bit crisper, but then as soon as I get here, kind of get that blurry bokeh effect again. So yeah, really, really good quality, really good autofocus as well. So well done, Sony. This is only using the kit lens. This is the 16-50 lens. I have obviously got the wide angle lens as well, and as said earlier, I've got the telephoto, can't even remember what size it is, 55-210mm, and then obviously the 10-18 wide angle. Hoping that I'm going to be able to use the 10-18 for more stuff like this, so we can get a really kind of wide picture, but also sort of still getting the kind of bokeh effect. But by going 10-18mm, we will have to kind of separate the background from me a little bit. From what I've researched, this is all just my own research, and that's kind of as far as I've gotten with it, because as I said, I'm not a pro photographer or a pro videographer, and I know that only the equipment is only sort of one aspect of what it's all about. The rest of it is skill and knowledge, and I'm hoping over this weekend I should actually be able to kind of brush up a little bit and try and remember what I learnt when I studied media at college. So wish me luck. Other than that, I just wanted to give you guys a sample of what our videos are going to look like, and sort of, yeah, take it from there really, so you can see exactly sort of, you know, if we go back to a minute and a half ago, 2 minutes ago, you can see how everything looked when we was using the 550D, and now this is with the Sony A6300. It is a camera, as stated, but I'm probably never going to use it for photos. It's all going to be for video, and it's just going to propel eTechnics into kind of the next realm, as it were, the next kind of step that we want to obviously take to produce content for you guys, because without our readers and our viewers, eTechnics wouldn't be anything. They wouldn't be anywhere near as big as they are today. And this is, in my mind, just the next kind of natural progression, because we did start eTechnics as a video review website, and now I just want to incorporate video a lot more into it. So if you have got any requests for what you want to see, please let us know. And if you've got any feedback on this video and what you actually think of the quality of this as well, please let me know about that. Please don't let me know about the quality of how I look, because I know I probably look absolutely terrible. I think I might even need to get some lights in here and kind of warm it up a little bit, so, you know, I look like I've got a Mediterranean tan going on. But we'll see. It's all going to be trial and error for me, playing about with the different settings on the camera, playing about with different positioning, lighting, everything. There's still a lot that needs to be done in terms of some of the equipment I need to buy, tripod, dolly rail sliders, and things like that, so that we can, you know, really step up our game when it comes to looking at products. And that's pretty much it for me. So please give us some feedback, and if there are any people who are gurus in using a Sony camera, or anyone who's a pro videographer who wants to, you know, give me some friendly advice, please get in touch. Send us a message on YouTube, or go on to eTechnics and there's a contact us page, and get in touch with me there, and feel free to give me some tips, tricks, hints, anything you want to do, just help. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some more videos for you soon. As I say, I'm going to spend the whole weekend trying to sort of get used to this camera and how it actually works, and yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Until next time, bye bye.